In this video, I want to share 5 reasons why 80% of New Year resolutions fail by February, and also 7 ways in which you can succeed this year. Hi, this is Supreet. I'm an engineer turned leadership trainer. I upload weekly videos about personal growth, meditation, and occasionally parenting. So, why do New Year resolutions fail? Well, the exact reasons vary from person to person, but here are 5 common reasons why New Year resolutions fail. Reason number 1, you're relying on willpower alone. Willpower doesn't last. In my own case, I had been trying to wake up early at 5 a.m. for years, and I could manage to do it for 2 days, maybe 3, but after that, my love for my cozy warm bed would always win and my willpower would lose. But for the last 4 months, I have been waking up at 5 a.m. 95% of the time, and I'll shortly tell you how and why. Reason number 2, your goal is too vague. It's not specific. For example, your goal is, I'm going to lose weight this year. Reason number 3, you are not ready to change. In other words, your why isn't strong enough. You don't want your goal bad enough. Reason number 4, you're treating a marathon like a sprint. So in the first week of January, you're going on crash diets, you're working out like crazy, and then by the second week hits, you're exhausted. Of course you'll want to quit. We need to make small changes consistently. Small things done consistently will add up to big changes in the long run. This is the main message of the book Atomic Habits, as well as the book Tiny Habits. Reason number 5, you have failed in the past and you're telling yourself stories such as, I knew this wasn't going to last, I'm never able to stick to any New Year resolution, and so on. These stories are just stories. They are not facts. They are your self-limiting beliefs. You can change the story you tell yourself. Your future self does not have to be limited by your past self or your current self. You can rewrite the story you want to tell yourself. Now I'm going to share with you 7 ways in which you can succeed this year. Number 1, get clear about your why. Your goal should be aligned with your values and your vision. Don't aim to lose weight just because your friend is doing the same or because your spouse asked you. If your reason is not coming from deep inside of you, you're very likely going to give up on your goal. Number 2, once you become clear about your why, write down your goals. Make them specific and measurable. For example, instead of saying, I'm going to lose weight, say, I am going to stop eating at 7 p.m. every night. Or I am going to work out for 30 minutes 5 days a week. Make your goals process goals as opposed to outcome goals. I want to lose 20 pounds is an example of an outcome goal, but a process goal might look something like, I will not eat sugary treats on the weekends, or I will write down every single thing I eat every day. We have more control over the process than the outcome. Number 3, make your goals public. This has worked wonders for me. I'll be honest, it feels extremely uncomfortable for me to share my goals publicly with you on YouTube because I have this nagging inner voice, which is probably my ego, constantly saying things to me like, what if you fail? What will people say? Look, she couldn't do it. It's gonna be so embarrassing. And on and on and on. So when that happens, I just take a deep breath and tell my inner voice, just shut up. I ignored my inner voice and made my 5 a.m. waking up goal public with you, and it actually worked. And because that worked, I also decided to share all my 2021 goals with you in my last week's video where I shared my vision board with you. Number 4, instead of relying on your willpower, change your environment instead. The biggest reason why I'm able to wake up at 5 a.m. now is that I have stopped putting my phone, which is also my alarm clock, on my nightstand. Instead, I put it on my dresser, which is across the room, so that I have to get out of bed physically to turn the alarm off. That's the biggest reason why I'm actually able to wake up at 5 a.m. There are other reasons too, like I have a stronger why. And if you're interested in knowing all the details about what exactly I'm doing differently and why I'm doing it and how I'm finally able to wake up at 5 a.m., that video will be in the description below. So change your environment instead of using your willpower. So if eating healthy is your goal, change your environment. Stop bringing junk food into the house. Number 5, surround yourself with people who look like the future you want. So if losing weight is your goal and you're surrounded by people who are overeating all the time, you will naturally tend to overeat. You may succeed for some time to go against the grain and stick to your healthy eating habits in their company, but ultimately you will feel like you're depriving yourself and you will feel like what everyone else around you is doing is the normal thing to do. So instead, if you surrounded yourself with healthy eaters, you will be inspired to continue eating healthy and you will feel that that's the right thing to do and that's the normal thing to do. Number 6, get an accountability buddy. When you're about to make a change or do something hard, it's better to do it with someone else as opposed to going alone. So get yourself a torture buddy, an accountability buddy. You can lift each other up on days when you lack the motivation and keep each other on track. And also the journey is more enjoyable when you're doing it with someone else. I'm a big believer of enjoying the journey more than just worrying about the destination. So an accountability buddy helps you enjoy the journey. And finally, tip number 7 is to track your progress. There are lots of habit tracker apps which are there to help you track your new habits, but I am one of those who tend to get overwhelmed with so many apps and it just becomes a chore in itself to enter information into the app and then log on every day to track your new habit. So what I do instead is I have a very, very simple DIY habit tracker. On the last page of my journal, I just have the dates written on the rows, and in the columns I have the habits which I'm going to track, and each day that I'm able to do that thing I put a check mark. So this is what my habit tracker looks like, and this is a super easy way for me to keep myself on track. One rule that I follow is to not miss 2 days in a row. I feel that that is very, very important because life happens. Sometimes you miss a day, you could be sick or something happened unexpected and you missed a day of doing your new habit. But if you have this rule, do not miss 2 days in a row, it really helps from you missing 2 days and then 3 days, and then from there it's just a slippery slope. So I have this rule, do not miss 2 days in a row. What is your New Year resolution? Tell me in the comments below. It's a great way to make your goal public and commit yourself to it. By the way, you don't have to wait till December or January to make a New Year resolution. Make it whenever you want because your New Year starts on the day that you decide that you want to change your life. I wish you all the best. Keep growing. Someone is ringing the doorbell. I'm going to ignore it. Oh, it's a package, Amazon package. Your phone again. Oh, look, she couldn't do it. Or, and on and on. Hang on. And on and on and on. Let me just do this whole thing again from the beginning, okay? Just shut up. I don't know. I think I'll do it one more time. I'm not very happy with it. Okay, we're gonna take the deep breath part again because I'm not happy with how that. Baki sara kuch theek hai. Reason, sorry, not reason. This is, okay. Number 4. No, we already did number 4. No, this is number 4. Okay. Wow, I did a whole point without any fumbles. Okay, cut it where I said to keep myself on track. I'll show a B-roll here, so you don't need to worry about what I'm doing.